process. I actually wanted to go through the phases again, just to make sure that we kind of covered everything, and as kind of like a quick summary. So again, initial information, the loan approval, your private buyer consultation, your auto search, you're looking for a home, you're making an offer, you're negotiating terms of the, I'm negotiating terms of the offer. That's if there's not many offers and they basically just pick one. We sign a contract if we're the winners, or if we come to a meeting of the minds with the offer terms. The 3-day attorney review period, the earnest money deposit is submitted, the home inspection, negotiating repairs, meeting of the minds of repairs, and then mortgage, loan approval, title companies doing their search. One thing I forgot to mention is the survey. Survey is not required. However, it's recommended. It's another $450 that you pay at closing. But if you're planning on getting a pool installed or a fence added down the road, I would get that. Some people just say the seller, the seller has one, which we would know in advance. So I don't really need to get another one. I'll just use the sellers. That's a possibility too. So again, we'll play that by ear. But if the title company orders it themselves, it's ordered through the title company, then the title company can certify it, which means if there's anything that happens later, like if down the road, we find out that the fence is actually on their property or vice versa, we can always go back to the title company and say, hey, you certified the survey saying that this fence was on my property, and we can go back and, get reimbursed for that. Buyers arrange transfer utilities prior to closing. So again, that happens about a week before closing. You're going to call South Jersey Gas or PSE&G, whoever services the property, to start the utilities starting on closing day. So you'll just tell them, I'm moving into this house. We close on X date. But we'll get you all that information. It's just part of the process. The mortgage company sends you those disclosures. You go to closing, and here we are. And I tell all my clients, that anyone that works with me, if you were happy with your experience at the end, after closing, everything was great, and you enjoyed the process and service, you refer a friend to me, anyone that looking to buy or sell. A couple of other miscellaneous things I do want to mention. I am only licensed in New Jersey, but if you are thinking of buying in another state, or if you know someone who is thinking of buying in another state, I have an amazing network of agents that I work with all across the country. I can connect you with someone that can help in that local area. Another thing, if you are considering purchasing new construction, it is important that you have an agent represent you there as well. That is not something that I think the general public knows. Most people say, I want to buy a new house, and they just walk to the model home and that's that. But the salespeople at the model home work for the builder. So they're going to have the builder's best interest at heart, not yours. So you can and should have someone advocating for you during the new construction process. Please just be sure to call your realtor prior to visiting new construction model home. Once you step foot in a model home without your realtor physically present, they will not agree to work with the realtor. I know it's crazy, but that's the way they operate. Another thing is about, I have a transaction coordinator. Her name is Ellie. She's very good. She makes sure there's a lot of moving parts throughout the process from when you accept an offer, once we go to a contract, until closing. So she makes sure that all the documents are in, everything's in compliance, all the deadlines are met. So I am always the point of contact. I'll be at the inspections. I'll still be your point of contact for sure. But if you, if you work with me and you go through the process, just know that, I do have the help and the support on that end from the transaction standpoint. And lastly, I highly suggest that you follow me on Facebook and Instagram if you do not already. You can find me at Kara Campos Realtor on Facebook, and at Campos Homes NJ is Instagram. I'm always posting buyer tips, helpful insight into property hunting, coming soon listings, so much additional content that can help you in the journey. And if you work with me, I promise to protect and advocate for you every step of the way, support you beyond your home purchase. Still in regular communication with my clients who bought this year, last year, 5 years ago, asking for resources, just staying in contact. just as someone, as a resource, honestly, friend. I have events all the time that, we get together still. And also, doing community projects and engagement. So for fundraisers and things like that. So you're not just a in and out, nice to meet you, good luck. You're in the family forever.